Hi, Faison. The day is final.
What the hell just happened?
I just screamed into this microphone. That's what just happened.
Oh.
Sorry for your ears, Faison. I apologize, buddy.
Okay. Goodbye.
No, Faison just made a Pat McAfee reference. Lay down the hammer. It's back, dude. It's back. After all of these years, I have motivation to make content because I actually have something to make content about. And that is because the NFL has returned. It's exciting. Nothing is going to get me through these next couple of months just like football. I will be obsessing over it. There'll be countless terrible predictions made, lots of speculation, and it's going to be an amazing journey along the way. Faison, that was the goal. That was the goal. I'm glad ear rape was obtained. Any innocent bystanders that were victim to that, I apologize greatly. Hopefully none of my neighbors are too concerned about what just happened. But today, we have the Baltimore Ravens going into Kansas City, and they are taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I actually don't know what time that game's happening. Let's see here. That game, it will be happening today at 8:20. Man, that is so long. What's up, Jack? It's almost like I just saw you. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do at the start, guys. I got nervous, okay? I'm sorry. I'll buy you new ears. How about that? But we're so back, guys. As the kids are saying nowadays, we are so back. And we got a whole lot of interesting games, a good slate of games coming up for you. Anyways, Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs tonight, 8:20. I will be watching probably while doing my homework because I still have that. Okay, listen, I'm rusty, okay? This is the first real stream in forever. We did a fantasy stream, I guess. But this is as pro nerd sports as it gets. We are doing power rankings first. I'm going to reveal my week 1 power rankings. I honestly all right, I guess. Thank you, Jack. I don't know. I'm sorry. 8:20. I was about to say 7:20, and I needed to check myself, and I was wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I failed. I'll just end the stream. I'll just end. You know what? No, yeah. I'll just end the stream now. All right. No more football. No more football. But anyways, let's get straight into it. We got power rankings, and we got my weekly predictions. I did power rankings months ago for this season. A lot has changed since then. Honestly, don't remember where I ranked the teams back then, but we have a new ranking right now, so I might as well go in. And man, there's a good amount of people in here. I'll take 6 viewers. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. If you're just now getting here, I'm Ian. If you're new here, hi. I'm sorry. There are going to be some terrible takes here, but we're all here for the fun of it anyways, so just come in, join the conversation, and hit the subscribe button. That might help me out a little bit. We're close to 400 subscribers. Weirdly enough, because the last time I started the season, I don't even know how many I had. I probably had like 60. So 400. Let's shoot for 400, everybody. But yeah, let's just get straight into these power rankings right here. All right. And my camera's not there. All right, love that. Hold on. Dude. Oh, wait, I see. This is, yeah, you can see how professional I am. Oh, boy. I swear I was doing this for hours, setting all of this shit up. But whatever, man. Whatever. It's the first stream, okay? It's the first stream. We're a little rusty. It is what it is. Oh, dude, I'm revealing so much. All right, anyways, let's just start. Let's just fucking do this, okay? Here are the power rankings 21st through 32nd. Starting off at 32nd, we have the Carolina Panthers. By far the worst team in the league as of last year. And they are easily, they are the consensus worst team. Are they an improved team from last year? Yes. They can only get better. All right. What, Jack? What? I don't want to hear it, buddy. But, yeah, Carolina Panthers, 32nd. Yeah, you're right. Anyways. Hi, Cole. Oh, my gosh. Cole's in here for a stream. Hi, Cole. How's it going? Will be number one. Otherwise, I will haunt the Lions. Cole, and hey, when you know it's hype when Cole's hype, dude. Let's fucking go. Football all the way back today. We had college last week. Got NFL starting today. And for people concerned of other kinds of football, there were World Cup qualifiers going on today. Bahrain beat Australia in the Asian World Cup qualifiers. I know none of you probably know that how outrageous that is, but it is. That's crazy. Anyways, 31st. We are back, Cole. We are back. All right. 31st, Denver Broncos. I'm pretty sure I ranked them last the last time I made power rankings, and that was mainly because probably the worst quarterback group in the NFL, and I wasn't that confident in it, but from what I've heard about Bo Nix in the offseason, it should be he should be decent. He should be decent enough. So I put the Broncos there at 31st. I'm still not, convinced of this. I'm still not convinced of their defense. They just paid Pat Surtain some big ass money. He's getting real money right there. But yeah, 30th, New England Patriots. Same thing. They were terrible last year. I don't think they did quite enough in the offseason to be like a team that's going to win, 9 games. Pull out Nam Cutin. He's just, never mind. He's just a guy that types in normal. He's probably a dude that types in cursive or some shit who's super professional. That's Nam Cutin right there. They need to do something, man. But honestly, the Panthers with Deontay Johnson and Jonathan Brooks when he's healthy, maybe. I don't know. There's still none of these teams have a lot of expectations. 29th, oh for sure, dude. 29th, we have the New York Football Giants. Jack, that's where I have them. Daniel Jones MVP season starts today. You think the Commanders are too low too? Okay, so. Well, I'll address Jack first. The New York Giants. All right. You never know, okay? That one season where Daniel Jones was a competent quarterback just throws everything, in the mix. Like the Giants, maybe they have a little revival. They have a better offensive line, but, worse. I guess they don't have Saquon Barkley or Xavier McKinney anymore, which is a little bit concerning. I'm concerned about their secondary. I don't know how strong that's going to be. I like the Malik Neighbors pick. Apparently, he's really good. It's going to come down to how well Daniel Jones plays, and he threw 2 picks in the preseason. So, that's preseason. Players are trying new things. You can't really base it off of that, but who knows what the fuck's going to happen? Who knows? Sorry, Mom. But you think the Giants? Faison thinks the Giants are too high. Faison, where are you ranking the Giants, dude? No, that's true. No Evan Neal. That alone improves the offensive line tremendously. Anyways, the Commanders. I honestly, Faison, I agree with you, and you'll see here in a second. But I think the Commanders might be a sneaky team. It really comes down to how good Jaden Daniel plays, and if that offensive line is significantly improved, because Commanders' offensive line was dog shit last year. And a guy like Jaden Daniels, like you've seen him get hit at LSU, dude looks like a Looney Tunes character when he takes a hit. So it's really just all going to come down to whether or not he stays healthy and if he's a stud. I think he has the potential to be really good. And if that's the case, the Commanders could win, 8 to 9 games. I wouldn't put it past that, but it could surprise a lot of people. Y'all have the GOAT, Jalen Hyatt. Faison, when are you a Tennessee fan? That always confuses me, dude. That's bigger than signing Patrick. Yeah, probably. My mom is so hyped for Faison right now. The MVP, future MVP, Devin Singletary. I don't hate Devin Singletary, but he's no Saquon Barkley. All right, 27th, I have the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis at quarterback makes me a little nervous for this team. I don't think he's going to be a bad quarterback. Okay. I don't think he's going to be a good quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be the worst quarterback to have in the world. Again, like we saw them win games last season, like the Monday Night Football game against the Miami Dolphins. He has potential to be the quarterback of the future for this Titans team. I just don't know how ready he is. And look, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tennessee Titans make a run too. They have Tony Pollard, who's a decent running back, but they also picked up Calvin Ridley in the offseason. They got a bolstered wide receiver room. A couple of veterans there, so not too many young guys there that could pose problems if they get hurt. But the offensive line for this Tennessee Titans team has significantly improved. They have had one of, if not the worst offensive lines in the league for back-to-back seasons, and they tackled this heavily. 2 years ago, they drafted Peter Skoronski out of Northwestern. They picked up center Lloyd Cushenberry from the Denver Broncos, and then they drafted J.C. Latham this year in the draft. So they are trying to tackle this offensive line problem as much as they can. Matty B is gonna be. I'm sorry, Matty B, but I'm sure he knows it. I'm sure he knows it, Cole. All right, we'll see what the Giants do. Again, I think the ceiling for the Giants is maybe like 7 or 8 wins, but we'll see what happens. So you just listen to Steven, dude? When does that happen? Not a diehard. Okay, fair enough. I do like the guy named Hendon Hooker. He's a very good Tennessee player. But anyways, moving on. Arizona Cardinals, 26. Again, another team that could surprise. I think this offense is going to be one of the best in the leagues. I think they have the potential to have a top 10 offense, in my opinion. I read most of it. I can skim a little bit. I like the Marvin Harrison draft pick. Maybe he won't be as electric from the get-go as many people think, but the offensive line on this Cardinals team isn't that bad, but the defense on it is atrocious, which makes me nervous for this team. If this team had a slightly better defense, they could potentially be a playoff team. I still wouldn't be surprised if they cross that threshold. We just got to see how the defense does perform, but I think the offense is going to be really good. Okay, so my mom kind of agrees with me. She thinks the Cardinals are too low. Jack, you don't need to do that to him. He's gone through enough already. This is why Cole's hyped for the NFL, because the college football season is already almost. I mean, maybe it's not over, but just about for his team. Anyways, sorry. I just egged that on more than I could have. Anyways, 25th, Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings, they now have Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback. No! He's realized. But yeah, Sam Darnold, now the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Honestly, I think that's an underrated pickup. He was decent for the Panthers a few years ago. And I think, on this Minnesota Vikings team, he could pose a threat. He has good weapons surrounding him with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, along with Aaron Jones, who I don't think is a bad option as long as he stays healthy. Decent offensive line, and I trust Brian Flores with this defense. I thought the defense would be atrocious last season as it was the year before that, but it seemed to be pretty decent. So we'll see what happens with the Vikings this year. I don't think they'll be making any playoff moves or anything like that, but we can see them win a couple games here and there that we don't expect them to. Real state. Hootie motherfucking who, dude. Hey, Kennesaw State is only 0-1, man. They're about to be 1-1. Anyways, they got a date with Louisiana this weekend, I believe. Vikes going set. That's what I was thinking. I think the ceiling for the Vikings is 7-10. I do have a prediction video that I recorded. Who knows when that's going to get edited, because I got so much fucking schoolwork right now. But I'll do it as fast as I possibly can, I guess. 24th, I have the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a weird team, okay? This is a weird team. I don't trust the receiving core too much. Joshua Palmer, Lad McConkey, Bulldog right there, Quentin Johnson, DJ Chark. There's no real wide receiver one on this team. Jim Harbaugh's now the head coach. Solid option at head coach, and he's got to be better than Brandon Staley was his name. Yeah. I remember the KSU March Madness run. Cole was there. My mom was there. I wasn't there. I was on vacation. It was like during spring break or some shit. I'm a fake fan, I guess. It was great, though. Shout out Kennesaw State, dude. But yeah, not a lot of offensive weapons on the Chargers besides Justin Herbert. And we'll see what he can do. I do like Jim Harbaugh as the head coach now, but you can kind of see him taking the Jim Harbaugh approach where you got the bolstering of the defensive and offensive lines. That's really what we're focusing on. The secondary of the Chargers doesn't seem to be that bad with Alohi Gelman. I don't really actually remember his name. But Asante Samuel Jr. There's other guys that are decent on that secondary. And they also have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. Plus, they have, I always forget his fucking name, but another tackle from, they have Joe Alt. And they got Rashawn Slater, two very good offensive tackles on that team. So we'll see what they can do with it, given the weapons that they have. 23rd, I have the Las Vegas Raiders. Some people might think this is too high for the Las Vegas Raiders, and honestly, I just can't see it. I see the Raiders consistently ranked at 28th, 29th, and I think this is another sneaky team. I would not be surprised to see the Raiders go to the playoffs. I like the Gardner Minshew pickup. He is the starting quarterback as of now. I don't think he's not a bad guy. He was very decent last year. Cole, why do you love Joe Alt? Did he play? He went to Notre Dame, right? Was he at FSU or something? But I think the Raiders, I love Antonio Pierce as the head coach. A lot of people don't. I think that's because, he was an interim head coach, but I think he did a great job while he was there. There were reports that Davante Adams and the team were having a little bit of disagreements. Who knows the truth behind that? But I like this team, man. They got a decent offensive line. I think the defense is going to be pretty good. So, yeah, exactly. Just feed Davante. You just like his name? Fair enough. Steven, first of all, welcome, Steven. I'm glad you're here. As you notice, this is the first page of the power rankings, so we have not actually gotten to the Falcons yet. They got Brock Bowers, the UGA. Okay, well, you're also saying that I don't know, maybe crimes they commit. I don't really know. Anyways, 22nd, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This might be a little low for some people. I don't fully trust the Buccaneers defense in the slightest. I do like Baker Mayfield as their quarterback, and you got to love the pairing of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. The offensive line is decent there as well. I'm just not too sure about the loss of offensive coordinator. What was his Dave Canales? I think he might have been like the secret behind the scenes guy that was operating this Buccaneers offense last season that made Baker Mayfield so good in that offense, and now he's on the Carolina Panthers. So I think there might be a little bit of a drawback there with the Buccaneers. Falcon, yeah, you're right. Why is this? Bucks are better than the Saints. I don't necessarily think so. I think the Saints are another underrated team. I always see them consistently ranked like 28th, 29th, fringe, like bottom teams. And I just don't see how that is. Towards the end of the season, Derek Carr was a great quarterback. They still got Alvin Kamara, who I think is nowadays he's one of the most underrated running backs in the league. Their offensive line is a little shaky, but I do still like Chris Olave, and the defense isn't half bad either. I just do not like Dennis Allen as a head coach. I still stand by that. If they had a different head coach, they might pose more of a threat to teams in the NFL, but I think they're mid. They're a mediocre team. Put them at 21st. Yeah, they went to the divisional round last year. I'm just skeptical, man. I'm skeptical. I think this is finally the year that the Bucks fall off a tiny bit. And now, granted, they were 9-8, 8-9. So they made the divisional round, but they weren't like a powerhouse team. They weren't an elite team. Like it was the NFC South the last couple of years have been god awful. But anywho, we can finally move on to the second page of these power rankings. Oh shit! You know what I forgot to do too? I forgot to record this shit. Uh-oh. Anyways, so coming in at 20th, you have the Seattle Seahawks, maybe a little bit low. It's really hard to rank these teams this year. I'm not gonna lie. I've been finding it really hard to rank these teams. I got Seattle at 20th. I think it's a solid overall team. I don't trust Geno Smith too much at the quarterback position, but they do have Sam Howell sitting there if needed. I love Kenneth Walker, and I love the wide receiver core on this team. Offensive line's always been a little shaky. Defensive line maybe a little shaky as well. What are you thinking, Faison? What are you thinking, bro? I just saw nah in all caps. He majorly disagrees with something on this. I can only imagine what it is. Anyways, no shot the Bears are better than the Falcons. I think there is a big shot that the Bears are better than the Falcons. Are you kidding me? It's not that unrealistic. 19th, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, okay. I'm not going that far. But 19th, I do have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, I think Steelers fans are overhyping this team so much. All right, guys. Do you know who's on the Bears? Like, the Bears are a good team. They should be a good team. I get it. It's Caleb Williams' rookie season, and Matt Eberflus might not actually be a good head coach, but the roster is insane. It is insane. I think 14th is the perfect spot. I don't think that's overrating them. I don't think that's giving them more credit than they deserve. 14th, I think, is a solid spot. Bucks over Colts. See, I've been back and forth about the Colt blasphemy. What's up, Brens? How's it going, man? Bills too low. I don't know. Like, the thing is with the Bills, there's a lot of skepticism. I don't know. I have agreed. Okay, literally every single other version of these power rankings I have, the Bills were in the top 10. But I looked at the roster and I'm like, I'll put them a little bit lower. But they're 13th. Like, come on, man, that's not that far. Kowalski, Falcons better than Packers, and then okay, there's some beef now between Faison. Anyways, going back to the Steelers, I think the Steelers are pretty mediocre team. I don't know if I trust Russell Wilson to make that team an elite team by any means, and I'm not in love with the offensive line or receiving core on the Steelers. Defense, they got TJ Watt, so they'll still probably be good. Jacksonville Jaguars at 18th. I could argue that the Jaguars could be higher on this list. I don't trust their offensive line nearly as much, and I definitely don't trust their defense, but they were 8-3 one season, at one point last season, and I think the only reason that really happened last season was because Trevor Lawrence was forcing himself to play hurt. He got banged up in that Cincinnati game, and after that, it just went downhill. And the only game they had won since then was when C.J. Beathard played the Carolina Panthers. And yeah, it's the worst team in the fucking league. I get it. But they won 29-0, I'm pretty sure. Some shit like that. Wish your team was 13th. Exactly. So it is what it is. Bills, I'm a little bit skeptical. And I'm not the only one that's a little bit skeptical. I still think they're going to win the AFC East. Like Jack said, until proven otherwise, I think they're going to win the AFC East. But you don't have the Cowboys as a top 8. Oh, you noticed that? I don't know. The Cowboys I still like their roster. We'll see. There is a lot to change here. I'm sure next week this will all look different. I don't beef with there's always fucking beef with Faison. I love it though. 17th, the Colts. I'm so confused about the state of the Colts. When I talk to myself out loud about them, I'm like, they should be a good team. I like Shane Steichen as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and I think Jonathan Taylor, Anthony Richardson, and company getting a second year under him will prove to be very good. I think the offense will be great. They have a top 5 offensive line in the league. Defense, a little shaky, but we'll see what happens. I don't think they're that bad. 16th, the Cleveland Browns, another team that surprised a lot of people last year. They were 11-6, best defense and yards against per game. And there's a lot of firepower on this team. Amari Cooper, Jerome Ford, and Nick Chubb. Great offensive line. Got great defensive backs. There is Glaze is crazy. I love how there's always beef in this in this chat, man. Anyways, but yeah, that's where I stand on the Browns. They're a little bit lower though for me because I just don't. Deshaun Watson has yet to show me that he's a decent quarterback on the Browns. He was elite on the Houston Texans. I don't know what happened, if it was the year off from playing football. I love this phase on guy. Leave him alone. But yeah. All right, 15th, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons should be a good team this year. You guys have no excuse. Steven, I'm looking at you. Cole, just, I don't know, get Owen in here or something. Oh, he's throwing shots at Jack. This is crazy, bro. But anyways, hey, thanks for everybody pulling up. We got 12 people in here. That's a lot. A lot of hype surrounding this Pro Nerd Sports stream, I guess. But Falcons, you got to do it this year. You got to win the NFC South. Matthew Judon, they still have Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons, Kirk Cousins, Perk Thuggins, Big Kirko, whatever you want to call him, he's there. No more Arthur Smith. Bijan should finally get the ball. Kyle Pitts should finally get the ball. They should win. They should easily win this division. I think so. But yeah. Moving on to 14, the elephant in the room, so to speak. The Chicago Bears. Okay. I'm just going to read to you their receiving core, okay? We got DJ Moore, who was a stud last season. Now he has Caleb Williams throwing it to him, not Justin Fields. And I know Caleb Williams is a rookie, yada, 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 whatever. He's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. The Bears' offensive line is not half bad in the slightest. Anyways, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, who's been a top 10 fantasy wide receiver for a couple years now, besides years he was hurt. But after week 3, but then they got Michael Penix, dude. Now that might cause a little bit of confusion because he is, shout out my lefties out there, including myself. But are we frozen, dude? I can't tell if we're frozen or not, or if that's just me. Hold on. Am I frozen, guys? Am I frozen on y'all's screen? I don't know. Okay, no, we're back. Okay, whatever. And yeah, then they got DeAndre Swift in the backfield. There's so many weapons on this team. Okay. New offensive coordinator. There we go. Anyways, 13th, the Bills, another elephant in the room. Like the amount of defensive starters that were tossed in the offseason, along with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis being moved on from. This is Josh Allen's team, man. Josh Allen has had this team on his back, and he has it again. And there's reasons like that if someone can figure out a way to stop Josh Allen, and I know that's hard to do. But if they do that, the Bills are cooked. The Bills are cooked. It's not happening. You guys are still... Falcons are not... The Falcons are not top 10. Not yet. Not yet. I asked Cole that too. I think we're good. All right, cool. Thank you everybody that said I wasn't frozen. I think I was frozen on my screen, which made me panic. But anyways, 12th, the Miami Dolphins. Look, they're still a good team, still an insane offense. They did lose a few starters on the offensive line and defense, which makes me put them out of the top 10, but they still got Tyreek Hill, the running back duo, and Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane. And Tua Tagovailoa is still an underrated quarterback. Yes, sir. Cole's ready for round 2. And so anyways, then yeah. Dolphins at 12. I put the New York Jets at 11. Now, I've been low on the Jets all offseason. I'm not 100% sure that they will make the playoffs just because I think there's so much instability on that team, but that's another team. The roster is insane, man. Aaron Rodgers, as long as he's healthy and plays well, the offensive line, they got Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses, two veteran tackles, might I add, but there's a lot of depth on that on the offensive line specifically, which has been, the Achilles heel besides Aaron Rodgers going down. And they drafted Fuaga in the NFL draft, I'm pretty sure. My camera did not turn off. Oh wait, shit, Cole just called me. Cole, I didn't mean to hang up on you.
Hello?
Yo.
Okay, bold prediction. Aaron Rodgers gets either hurt or benched, and then Jordan Travis takes over and the Jets win the Super Bowl. I'm such a genius. I'm such a genius.
Did you guys get all that? Did y'all get did y'all get that shit? Oh, we do miss Cole. Oh, yeah. Olu Fashanu. I said his name right. Oh, wait. Oh, they drafted Fashanu. Who drafted Fuaga? No, Olu Fashanu's even better. Okay, then I think the Saints. Okay, they did get that. Yeah, all right. Faison's got only enemies, dude. But yeah, I think the Jets' offensive line should be significantly improved. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and Mike Williams, although Mike Williams might be a little bit banged up. And it's the best defense, hands down, in the NFL. So they got to be fringe top 10 for now. Who knows what happens with that team? There might be some internal issues. It's a tough division. We'll see what happens. That's why I'm excited for this football season. The Giants are not winning the Super Bowl. Anyways, 10th, Green Bay Packers. I do think the Packers are going to win the NFC North. I said that in my prediction video that's not up yet or even edited in the slightest. But I do think the Packers are going to take the NFC North this year. With that being said, though, I think on paper, the Lions do have a better roster than the Green Bay Packers. I like the Xavier McKinney pickup on the Green Bay Packers. I think that's going to help them out tremendously. Jordan Love's probably going to be a Pro Bowler this year. He might even be an MVP candidate. Who knows? I think the rest of the team, besides Josh Jacobs, is pretty mid. Like, they have a bunch of mid receivers. I don't think any of them are that bad, but none of them are elite, not willing, but are able to take them to that next level. I think the Packers will be kind of similar to what they were last season, where towards the end of last season, they'll be great for some games, and then they'll just shit the bed against teams like the New York Giants or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, stuff like that. Jordan Travis we're really talking about Jordan Travis right now. Get this. Can't be talking, bro. Yeah, I think that's valid, Jack. I think that's valid. Yeah, you're right, Steven. Hey, I love watching Hendon Hooker score his first NFL touchdown in the preseason. I love that. But anywho, moving on, 9th. All right, we're in the top 10, man. We've been in the top 10. 9th, I have the Los Angeles Rams, a team I have been high on since mid last season. I think this team's going to be really good as long as Matthew Stafford doesn't get hurt. I think the offensive line is much improved. They have Jonah Jackson now, which breaks my heart a little bit, but we got Kevin Zeitler. We're all right. The Puka Nacua Cooper Kupp combo, if Cooper Kupp is healthy for a full season, if they have him, those two wide receivers, and they have Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, if all those guys are completely healthy, this Rams offense is going to be damn near unstoppable. Defense isn't too bad either, so Rams are going to be a good team. I think they will make the playoffs still. Or, I don't know. Okay, they might not make the playoffs. I do think the Cowboys are better than the Packers, and or they have a better roster, might I add, than the Packers and Rams as of now. I like the Cowboys defense now that they got Trevon Diggs back, and Deron Bland, the pairing should be elite. It really, I mean, they're turnover guys. They're turnover guys, and that's what leads to wins. Cole, why the fuck did you say that's a sin right there? That's like the worst thing. That's like the worst thing you could say, man. They lost so much. I know they didn't gain too. I'm not too threatened by their wide receiver core, but I still like their offensive line. I still like Dak Prescott, and I trust. I like CeeDee Lamb. I think they're still going to be a decent team. Fuck. I will never do that. I'm just an honest fan. That's what I try to be. I try to be honest. And I don't like the Cowboys as much as the next guy, especially what happened last season. But I'm just being honest. Now, these aren't season predictions. I'm not saying that the Cowboys are going to be the 6th best team in the NFL. I'm just saying, as of now, looking at their roster, I think they are the 6th best team. Bengals, they have improved their offensive line with Trent Brown. They have Orlando Brown. Joe Burrow should be fully healthy this season. Fingers crossed, because I'm ready to see another Joe Shiesty run. And they got Geno Stone in the backfield. They addressed the secondary finally this offseason. Now, maybe they didn't do enough, but who knows? Maybe they're cooking. 7th, the Houston Texans. I love this team. If I'm not rooting for the Lions, I'm rooting for the Texans. Texans, they surprised everybody last year, winning the AFC South by a very slim margin in Week 18. They got it done. They won a playoff game. They blew out the Browns at home, and they added so many weapons, including Stephon Diggs and Joe Mixon. I think this Texans team is going to be dangerous. Thank you, Steven. Steven, thank you. I don't know. You didn't have to add surprising in there, buddy, but I appreciate that. Holy glaze. Gonna eat some. We better. Faison, you hear that shit? We're gonna be feasting. But okay, I already addressed the Cowboys at 6. Philadelphia Eagles 5. They addressed the coordinator situation. They addressed the secondary. I think they should be good to go. I think this should be a very good team. They now have Saquon Barkley behind that Eagles offensive line. He should be really good. Good receiving core. I think Jalen Hurts, though he does turn the ball over a few times, I think he's good on his legs. He's a good mobile quarterback. I think he can do what needs to be done to get the Eagles, far in the playoffs. And I like the Quinyon Mitchell, and I like the Cooper DeJean picks in the draft. I think it's going to pay off well for the Eagles. I think they are a top 5 team in the NFL. Steven never says that. Steven never says that shit. So I appreciate that, Steven. 4th, Baltimore Ravens. Look, these aren't predictions. I do think the Ravens will fall off a little bit from what they were last season, but they still have Lamar Jackson. They still have Mark Andrews, and now they got Derrick Henry on this team. Behind a solid Ravens offensive line, I don't think they will be as good as they were in years past. Defense is still phenomenal. They still got Kyle Hamilton. So Ravens are still going to be a pretty good team. They're still going to be a playoff team. Okay, damn. Steven, damn, bro. Don't have to do my mans like that. Anyways, 3rd, I have the Detroit Lions. I'm going to get bit in the ass for this. I always get humbled for whenever I put the Lions high, but I do think, we didn't lose a whole lot this offseason, and I think we can only really get better from what we were the previous season, which was NFC Championship material. So I do think the Lions being at 3 is a realistic thing. This is how Mason's Kowalski. Who's Kowalski? Is that Mason? Because Mason's usually brutal to phase on. Mason shows no mercy. Owen just doxed Faison. I know he did that shit. That's funny, though. Anyways, 2nd, Kansas City Chiefs. They would be number 1, but I think the 49ers, now that Trent Williams has signed, Brandon Ayuk has signed, they have the best roster in the NFL. Oh, boy. But, yeah, Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to be good. That's all I can say. I think now, this upcoming season, they're going to be better offensively. No more Kadarius Toney on that team, so I think they should start winning games in the way that we're used to seeing them do. So it won't be a shock to see them win the Super Bowl again. 49ers, though, by far the best roster in the NFL. In my humble opinion, I think there's not a single hole on that team besides maybe offensive line, but now they got Trent Williams back protecting Brock Purdy. So there's not the 49ers are going to be really good. The 49ers are going to be really good. Okay. Tell you whose fantasy team is better. All right. This just if are you typing them in the chat or something? I'm not in this league, am I? I don't know. But anyways, just a reminder, everybody. Week 1 starts today, 8:20 Eastern time. So with that, of course, we have to make our NFL weekly predictions. I will hopefully keep track of this throughout the entire season, and I'll just see how I do. And you know what? Here, I'll keep track. Now that we got a decent amount of people in here, I'll keep track of who we pick as a group in these games. So we'll just get straight into it. Let's go here. Boom, perfect. This is okay. I remember setting up this camera. I just didn't do it to the other one. All right, here we go. So, game tonight, Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I think both teams, last season we saw the Chiefs offense dwindle a little bit. They weren't that good, but the defense was fantastic. I think that changes a little bit. They lost L'Jarius Sneed in the offseason. Cole, you're right. I know Faison's going to be upset. But, yeah, they lost L'Jarius Sneed in the offseason. Some other defensive starters like Willie Gay. So I think they're going to be looking towards the offensive side of the ball to win this game. Same thing for the Ravens. They had picked up Derrick Henry in the offseason. I think Zay Flowers can only get better. Lamar Jackson's still on that team. So I think that kind of makes up for the losses on the offensive line. Lamar Jackson will probably be able to work around it. The Ravens offense should fall off a little bit from what it was last season, I think. But I think between the two defenses, Ravens probably have the slight edge, but it's in Arrowhead at home. I know the Lions beat them there last season, but I got the Chiefs winning it 24-17. 4 for foe, call him Wendy's. I like that, Steven. Yeah, Cole's betting on the Brazilian gangsters. The Brazilian gangsters to take out both teams for Wayne Green. If you guys don't know that story, the soccer team that plays in Sao Paulo, in that stadium, their rival team wears the color green, so green is technically banned from that stadium. And coincidentally, both teams playing in that game, their primary colors are green. I don't know. I mean, you would think it's Brazil, right? Let's wear green. Let's wear yellow like the Packers. It makes sense. But holy shit, players are scared to leave their hotel rooms, and I don't blame them. But anyways, I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair to start off the season. I think it's going to be a really entertaining game. Sucks it's exclusively on Peacock. That's some load of bullshit. But I have the Eagles taking home a marginal victory, 29-26. Here's a thriller. Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. Division rivalry. I don't know what to expect. I feel like these games are always low scoring, so that's what I went with. I went 19-16 in the Saints' favor. A little bit of an improvement for the Carolina Panthers. Who knows? And then we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Last season, week 1 was terrible for the Giants. I know. But I feel like they tend to start off somewhat decent. So I'm giving the New York Giants a win here at home against the Minnesota Vikings. We saw what they did to them in the playoffs a few years ago. I think the Giants can get it done. Not by much, however. I only have the Giants winning that game 20-20 or 21-20. All right, Faison's giving us the team. Okay, this is your fantasy team. That's right. I remember you telling me this. Honestly, wait, how many people are in this league? That's a really good team, but it's got to be like 8 to 10 people, right? Ooh, you got Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson. That's insane. Anyways, I'll let you type that other team. Now we move on to some of these other games. We got the New England Patriots at this. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what? I forgot to do this. All right. So in the chat, those of you that are in here, just let me know who you think's winning these games. So Chiefs, Ravens at Chiefs, Packers at Eagles, Panthers at Saints, Vikings at Giants. Who's winning these games, chat? Who's winning these? 10 men? All right, yeah. That's a really solid team, Faison. Someone just emailed me, bro. I mean, if you want to type it in chat. I don't know what that is. Someone just emailed me some weird shit. All right. Anyways, we'll move on to next week. As I'm going, just type these in the chat, and I'll go through it, and I'll come up with the subscriber picks, I guess. But anyways, New England Patriots at Cincinnati Bengals. I have the Bengals getting a one-score victory. Bengals usually start off the season kind of slow against the not-so-great team, New England Patriots. They should still win this game. I'm giving them the win 24-17. All right, cool. Thank you, Mom. Oh, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Cole. All right, cool. This is good. So looks like we're taking the Chiefs. We're taking the Pack. All right, so Chiefs. Y'all got the Packers. All right, let's see here. Got the Packers. Cole trying to be different. Saints. Got Saints and Giants. All right. I'm marking this down. All right. Cole and Steven already put in their games for this. Steven went with the Giants. Okay. I'm a little shocked by that. We got a discrepancy with the Eagles and Packers, but I feel like Faison might be in the process of typing his out. And I think I know who he's taking in that game. But anyways, let's go on to the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go on to the Atlanta Falcons here. Home opener in Atlanta. It's usually jam-packed. Doesn't mean the Falcons will win. They have lost this game over and over again, but they didn't have Kirk Duggins before. They didn't have Big Kirko. Okay? I will hold you account. Okay, I'm not remembering everybody's individual picks. It's just majority rules, pretty much. But we will hold you accountable, yes, Cole. And your firstborn child will come. I'll let them decide what they do with it, but it will be ours if you get these picks wrong. Any of these games wrong. But yeah. At least he's honest. But so Steelers at the Atlanta Falcons. I've been going back and forth in this game. The Steelers have not lost to the Falcons in like over a decade, I'm pretty sure. All right. Here's hold on. We gotta rate Faison's fantasy team. Or Steven's fantasy team. Anthony Richardson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan. That's a good combo right there. Nico Collins, Marvin Harrison. A little weaker. Evan Ingram. Oh, but you got DJ Moore. Bengals defense, I guess. Jaden Daniels on the bench is pretty sneaky. Joe Mixon on the bench too. D-Hop. I like Roma Dunze, Rashee Rice. All right, here we go. There's Faison's. Oh, bro went with the Panthers. All right, that's interesting. I think you might be the only one that did, but we'll see. But yeah, it's looking like we're so far for the first four games, we got Chiefs, Packers, Saints, and Giants are y'all's picks. And then for these games, anyways, Falcons, I think they get a narrow win against the Steelers. Steelers lose in Atlanta for the first time in a long time. Man, I guess he doesn't like the Saints. Texans at the Colts. This game seems to always be a thriller. I always love these games, and I think now that these teams are both decent, this should be pretty entertaining. I got a high-scoring one here. I don't really trust the defenses on these teams all too much, but I do think the offenses on these teams will be high-powered, so I'm giving it a 30-27 victory in the Texans' favor. Should be a good game, though. Could go either way. And then we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills will handle the Cardinals at home, 24-18. Not the biggest blowout ever, but it could be by a bigger margin. Who knows? But for y'all's pick, what I'm seeing is, looks like I'm seeing a lot of Bengals, so go with Cincinnati. Anybody taking? Cole took the Steelers. Mom took the Falcons. Did Jack put in his picks? I'm not sure. So it looks like we got a discrepancy on Steelers Falcons. I think they both took the Texans. Mom, you took the Cardinals in an upset. That's interesting. Faison's got the Patriots in an upset. Steven's got the Falcons. Faison with the Falcons, so it's got to be right. Bills blowout. So it's looking like Falcons, Texans, and Bills and Bengals are your picks. So looks like you guys agree with me. I could see that Faison. I honestly could, because the Bengals always start off the season slow, but I just don't trust this Patriots team. But we'll see what happens with that. Moving on. Wrong way. Moving on. We have the Tennessee Titans at the Chicago Bears. I think this is a simple game, basic score. I don't know what else to do. I just think the Bears will win by a touchdown. I think that's pretty realistic. 24-17. Jaguars at the Miami Dolphins, the Florida Bowl, minus the Buccaneers. I think it should be a great game. I'm giving the game to the Miami Dolphins, 27-24. It should be a higher scoring game, I think. So, yeah, over 50 points there. Not too shabby. Then we have the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. I feel like the Seahawks will always win this game. Yeah, that's true. It depends a lot on Jamar Chase, because I don't trust T. Higgins all that much. But yeah, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks 28-17. I don't know. I actually don't know if the Broncos will score that many points. They might score less than that. I'm not too sure about the Seahawks offense either, but I think the defenses on both of these teams, at least on the Broncos side, isn't that great. So I'm going with the 28-17. The Seahawks just got too many options at receiver. All right. And then Raiders at the Chargers. You know, when Justin Herbert was banged up, I really wanted to take the Raiders for this game. I feel like the Raiders always start off the season really well, but I don't see them. You don't see them winning in Los Angeles very much against the Chargers. It's a good divisional battle. I got the Chargers winning this game 28-14. Jim Harbaugh's first game back as a head coach. Nothing crazy there. All right, cool. So let's say for the follower picks, we got, starting with Cole, Titans, Miami, Seattle, and Chargers. All right, so only discrepancy there is the Bears. Brenz, you took the Bears, Dolphins, Broncos in an upset, and the Chargers. Faison's got the Bears, Dolphins, Seahawks, and I'm split with the Chargers, Raiders, but he's going with the Chargers. So it looks like the consensus is the Chargers against the Raiders, and then we're going Seahawks against the Broncos. Looks like Dolphins against the Jaguars unanimously, and then Titans and Bears. Looks like we're going with the Bears. So it looks like everybody agrees with me, or most people agree with me in general, which means we're probably wrong. That's, if you know anything about the NFL, that means we're probably wrong. But anyways, we'll move on to our last 4 games of week 1. I will be sad when this is over, but it's okay, because that we only have like 6 more months of football. Maybe probably more than that. It might be 7. Anyways, Cowboys at Browns. Very interesting game here. Tom Brady's first game calling, which is interesting. I can see this going either way. I can see the Browns winning this game. I feel like it's the type of game that the Browns will pull out of their ass. I feel like the Cowboys might choke a little bit, but I'm rolling with the Dallas Cowboys in this one, 24-21. Small margin, kind of like not too much of a high scoring game there. This was what I was talking about earlier. We're saying that the Commanders could be a sneaky team. I'm giving the Commies the win on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 28-24. A little bit of a sneaky upset there, but hey, maybe this is the game that we're all like, wow, Jaden Daniels, you know, look at him go. Look at Jaden Daniels go. He's great. But a little bit of an upset there. I also feel like the Commanders just generally start off the season strong too. I know so do the Buccaneers generally, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's a fancy little upset pick. And then we have, I mean, come on. long-awaited Sunday night football game. First Lions football action in months. Los Angeles Rams at the Detroit Lions. Rematch from the wild card matchup that ended in a 1-point victory for the Detroit Lions. First playoff win in 30 years. I'm hoping that I was telling people, like, I hope that wasn't like my dad's version of the Lions. You know, like he saw one playoff win, you know, for 30. Like, I hope the next time I see the Lions win a playoff game isn't in 30 years. I hope it's sooner. But I'm going with a narrow win. I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Rams, unfortunately for them, I think they're pretty banged up in a lot of areas. And I think the Lions will probably take advantage of that, especially on the offensive line and now their defensive backs. Darius Robinson, I believe, who's out with an injury. So I'm giving the Lions a slight edge there, 27-24. But I honestly would not be shocked to see the Rams win that game. I wouldn't be shocked at all. And then Jets at the San Francisco 49ers, Monday Night Football. I'm giving that game to the San Francisco 49ers, especially now that all of their starters are healthy. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers full game as a New York Jet. Comes down to a tight score, one-score game, 21-28. And those are my predictions for NFL Week 1. But we do got to record the chat's predictions for Week 1. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going through it here. Cole was first. He says Browns, Bucks, Lions, 49ers. Brent goes with the Cowboys. Steven goes with the Cowboys. Faison goes with the Cowboys. So that's going to be a Cowboys victory there. Commanders at Buccaneers. It looks like it might be a unanimous Buccaneers. Oh, okay. So you went with Faison with the Commanders, but he got overruled. Faison's being an op saying the Rams. All right, buddy. I see you there. Faison's an op apparently. He's got beef with me now. I'm just kidding. But you got Lions, Rams, Lions, Rams. Brent's with Rams too, but I know why he went with Rams. It's a little bit of superstition thing. All right, we're tied at Rams Lions. Anyone in there speak up? Who's winning the Rams Lions game? Let me know right now in the chat. Faison, did you go with the Jets? Oh, okay, unfortunately with the Niners. Steven says you're gonna tear his other Achilles. I hope not. But yeah, Cole's going with the Niners. Brent's going with the Niners. Steven's going with the Niners. Force his ass into retirement. All right, Cole spoke first, going with the Lions, and then we'll close it out with the 49ers. All right, there we go. First stream of the season. Now, hold on. Now that I have all of everybody's attention. Did I put Mahomes on break from editing? Did you predict the Ravens and Chiefs? Yes, I did. Here, I'll show it to you. I'm guessing you're a Chiefs fan. I'm going with the Chiefs. I mean, there's not much more you can say. I think the Chiefs might regress a little bit defensively, but I think their offense, they should be winning games the way we used to see them win games prior to last season. Last season, their offense flopped a little bit. No more Kadarius Toney. Should be a lot better. I think they take home the game tonight, but, you know, we've seen crazier things happen. But, yeah, I think the Chiefs are taking home this game. But anyways, so now that I got everybody's attention, I just want everybody to know. I'm going to cause physical harm on myself. Okay, let me explain. It's not what I want. Okay, so you know how I did a punishment for when I got the Super Bowl wrong. I want to do something if the Lions lose, and I have no idea what I want to do. So if anyone has any punishments right now, if I get the Lions and Rams game wrong, because I never pick the Lions, man. Whenever I pick the Lions, they disappoint me. So that's why all of last season I picked against them. I just ruled it out. I picked them to win big against the Bears. They almost blew it. Not having that happen again, except when I did. Cool. Everyone's taking shots at Faison, dude. That's so funny. But guys, all right, what should I do if the Lions lose? As like a fun punishment, get pied in the face. Guys, are we behind getting pied in the face? I'm not shaving my head. It's not that extreme. I can do some pies in the face. That might be an interesting idea there. Come on, guys. I'll run through the chat's predictions real quick. So Thursday night tonight, you guys predicted that the Chiefs will win. I agree. Packers and Eagles. The consensus was the Green Bay Packers will win that game. New Orleans Saints. You all picked. You guys actually picked the New York Giants, which was surprising. To me, I thought I was alone in that upset pick. Then we have the Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals winning. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, the thing is I agree with you, Faison, but here, we'll do this. All right, so if the Packers... All right, yeah, bet. We'll do that. All right, so if the Packers win the NFC North Faison, you got to be decked out in Detroit Lions stuff. Like, it's got to be obnoxious, man. Like, you got to be, like, low-key a furry. You know, we can talk about this more later, but you got to be, like, a furry Lions jersey, maybe some shades, maybe a fun hat, something like that. And I will do the same thing if the Packers win the NFC North. I will wear a fucking cheese head. I'll wear a jersey, and I'll carry like a sign saying how much I love the Green Bay Packers. I'll do something like that, and I'll say like the Lions suck, something like that. Anyways, Patriots, Bengals. You guys had the Bengals. You guys had Atlanta against the Steelers, Houston against the Colts, Bills against the Cardinals, and then we got the Bears against the Titans, Dolphins against the Jaguars, Seahawks against the Broncos, Chargers against the Raiders, Cowboys against the Browns, Buccaneers against the Commanders, Lions against the Rams, and the 49ers against the Pack. But the thing is, I think the Packers will win the division too. So we'll see what happens. And I guess we'll run with that. Holly, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm telling Bren's this story. Her parents had cheese heads in her basement, which is like a nightmare come true. It's Faison, I know you love them. I despise the Green Bay Packers. I just cannot. I mean, they're way more likable now that Aaron Rodgers isn't on the team. That's worse than shaving my head. Oh man. Hey, I'll say this again this season. I said it towards the end of last season, but it might be a little premature now. But if the Lions are going to the Super Bowl, their head's getting shaved and it's getting dyed Honolulu blue. That's what's happening if the Lions go to the Super Bowl. I don't think it will happen. I was outrageously mad. But here, we'll do that. So if the Lions lose Sunday night, I will get pied, okay? And I will get, just like the fun little ones. How many times though? That's the question. How many times should I get pied? For every touchdown the Rams score? I don't know if I can do every point because there might be maybe I can do every point that was scored. All right, Faison. Virtual handshake right there. It's a deal. All right. Hey, Brents, for all we know, the Lions are winning the division. Like, they're the favorites. They're supposed to. This is what it's expected of them. So as long as they do what their plan is, there we go. 40-0. That's interesting. Okay. Every touchdown. Okay. All right. How about this? For every touchdown scored in the game, I will get pied by that amount of pies. Yeah, I'll do that amount of pies if the Lions lose. If they win, I don't gotta do shit. I can do anything. But live reaction to the Minecraft movie trailer. I could probably do that. Let's be real. Is this gonna make it copyrighted? It might. I don't know. I actually have no expectations for this. I have no idea what this is. Is it the Warner Brothers one? I want to see a Packers Lions NFC comp. I don't. The thing is, Faison, I don't, because it'll be outrageously heartbreaking if we lose that game. And I'd be mad if we lost the game. Last year, we did it in a stupid fucking way that we lost that game. It was embarrassing. Whatever. What the hell? If that was against the Packers, I would have killed myself. That would have set me off, dude. So I'm glad that I know we could have had home field advantage. I didn't care. I did not want to play the Packers. I did not want to play the Packers. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can. Can I do this? No. Hold on, guys. Oh wait, I do have a. Wait. All right, this one's for Cole. This one's for Cole. Oh wait. Hold on. Wait, why is it? Come on now. It's enormous. Huh? Oh, did I? Okay, there we go. Why is it like this, dude? I don't understand. Oh, well, is it lagging? All right. I don't know why the transform is just not working. Hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. Hold on. We're cooking now. We're cooking. All right. Live reactions. It's only a minute long. I'm so confused. There was a pink sheep, dude. That's sick.
You can dream about here, you can make.
No, dude, watch out! No way, dude. It's fucking Blackjack.
I'm Steve.
This is great, man. This is great.
Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
Why are they not squares, though? It's laggy as fuck. Oh, it is lagging. Dude, what is with these movies coming out right before my birthday, dude? Sorry, I couldn't get too much of a good reaction to that. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Cole, what did you want me to do? I love that my fucking viewership went up as soon as I started watching the Minecraft movie trailer. That has nothing to do with the NFL. This is about football, guys. This is about football, not Minecraft. This is about football, okay? This is about football. I've never actually seen the Sonic movie, but that looks hype. I'm excited for that, especially that because I did not know Jack Black was Steve, and that's hype. Other characters, I don't give a shit about. You can remove them from the movie, then that'll be okay. It looks hype. It looks hype. Oh, Zane's here finally. Random is about to end it. Zane, were you here for when I just reacted to the Minecraft movie trailer? Aw, I love that. 25% skip frames. Jesus. Oh, you know why? Because I definitely changed these settings a little bit a while ago because I wanted to record a Minecraft video. What do you mean? Oh, I love you too, Zane. Say something racist. All right, there will be no racism tolerated in the chat, Mr. Tully. But damn, that's crazy. I didn't think watching the Minecraft movie trailer would send my stream overboard. But I guess I got to look out for that next time. But yeah. All right, Zane. How about this? Well, this is... It's because it still has the Minecraft movie in it. Why is the window capture on here? All right. Cole, I agree with that. I think that's probably what it should be, honestly. All right, but anyway, Zane, if you're here, these are the picks for week 1. Got Chiefs over the Baltimore Ravens, Eagles over the Packers, Saints over the Panthers, Giants upsetting the Minnesota Vikings, Bengals over Patriots, Falcons over Steelers, Texans over Colts, Bills over Cardinals, Bears over Titans, Dolphins over Jags, Seahawks over Broncos, and Chargers over Raiders, Cowboys over Browns, Commanders upsetting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Lions beating the Rams, and 49ers beating the Jets. So that's what we're working with. Oh man. See, now that you say that, you make me think that that's exactly what's going to happen. The Atlanta Falcons community is talking too much shit. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. It'll be a good one. Yeah. Oh no, it will be good. But come on, Eagles. Come on. I don't know how many games the Packers are going to lose this season. We need them to start early. But anywho, let's make a Roblox movie just of Chris Pratt, Amy Schumer, Queen Latifah, Awkwafina, and Joe Rogan. That sounds perfect. Joe Rogan needs to be in it. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect casting right there. But anywho. All right, you're right. I'll let you have this, Zane. My bad. Falcons make the playoffs. Cole, you know who's the king of talking shit according to sources? And I'm sure some of these sources are in the chat right now. Owen, dude. Apparently Owen talks so much shit. It's like maybe he might be the reason that FSU's 0-2 right now. Owen Blue might be the reason why. Oh yeah. The description of Owen. I don't even remember how I described them, dude. I don't even remember. Oh, Fitz. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. There's my source. But anywho, I guess been doing this an hour and a half, but solid stream, solid first stream. Hey, we had a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody that hopped in, including Zane at the very end. I'm glad he made it. If any of you just happen to be random passerbys, go ahead and click that. You, Doug, please tell him. It's not, you didn't hear from me. I heard it from sources, okay? Yeah, those sources may be anonymous except for the ones in the chat. But yeah, shout out everybody that hopped in. I appreciate it. We had a pop-in stream. First one, not too shabby at all. Sponsored by thank you, Panda Express Athens. I appreciate that. Yeah, or to leak to leak Owen's address, which is also Cole's address. Sometimes. I mean, I guess not really. You need a vibe check? Not Ebbs. No, fuck that. Fuck Ebbsbridge Chick-fil-A. Hell no. Do not go to that place. But yeah. Thanks for everybody that hopped in. I hope everybody will have. No, don't stay quiet. Don't stay quiet. But yeah, I hope everybody has had a good day. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Football in T-minus 2 hours and 15 minutes. He did Doc's face on. That did happen. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one, which I'll be streaming, hopefully, unless something goes terribly wrong. I will be streaming my live reaction to the Sunday Night Football game, Sunday, 8:20. So, hey, be there. You'll see me have a mental breakdown, which will be fun, probably. So I will see you all there. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.